Hey guys, what's going on? So obviously, if you couldn't tell already, I am not using my green screen with a blue backdrop. I'm instead using my blue lights, which I usually use for my quick thoughts or for my TV reviews. But in this case, I didn't want to use my green screen because I just wanted to get my thoughts out immediately. So if you didn't see the thumbnail or the title, if you just finally clicked, which seriously, I really appreciate it. I love you guys so much for that. I'm here to give my thoughts, my review for the new Rob Zombie film, The Munsters. Yeah. Now, if you couldn't tell already by my t-shirts, I love Rob Zombie. Rob Zombie is one of my favorite musicians ever. I love his music. I love his days with White Zombie, Dragula, Super Beast, Living Dead Girl, House of a Thousand Corpses, American Witch. I love this guy's music. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when it comes to his films, there are some films from him I do actually enjoy. Like, for example, I do enjoy House of a Thousand Corpses. I really dug Devil's Rejects. Lords of Salem is a very weird and a very out there film, but I do enjoy that film. But at the same time, there are films from him that I don't like at all. Like, for example, 31, I actually turned off within 15 minutes. I don't like his Halloween movies, especially Halloween 2. And if you haven't seen the film, guys, The Haunted World of El Superbeasto is one of the weirdest films I've ever seen, and I will never watch that film ever again. When it comes to The Munsters was a property that growing up as a kid, I occasionally tuned into because growing up, I was much more into Addams Family, and I love the Addams Family movies, especially Addams Family Values, which is so damn good. But like I mentioned, when it comes to The Munsters was something I enjoy, but I didn't watch it all the time, although I do enjoy The Munsters. I think it's a really damn good show, and if you haven't seen it, guys, please watch it. So as you all can imagine, when I found out that Rob Zombie was writing and directing The Munsters, I was curious to see him going outside of his comfort zone because, as you all know, Rob Zombie, in terms of his filmmaking style, he's very much known for his very grindhouse, grisly horror film. So knowing he was making a much more kid family friendly movie, I was curious. I wanted to see it, but oh my god, that trailer is one of the worst trailers I have ever seen. Knowing that trailer, I had very low expectations. In terms of what I liked, well, let's just start with the plot first. I'm all over the place, alright, because this movie just, spoiler alert, was not a fan. I'm just going to say it out of the bag right now. Now, The Munsters is either a reboot according to Netflix, or when you watch the film, it's actually a prequel to the show. At least that's what I gathered. And it's essentially a love story of Lily meeting Herman Munster. But here's what I can say about The Munsters that I think are good qualities, because I actually do think there are some redeemable qualities. For the production design and the costume design alone, you can tell that Rob Zombie has a lot of love for this franchise. Hell, he even said that he is a lifelong fan of the show. The one performance I thought was fun to watch was Daniel Roebuck as the Count. I thought he did a pretty decent job. I had fun watching him as the Count. Another thing I'll mention is this: the colors. This movie is full of so much color and it pops. One of my biggest issues with the film is the writing, the screenplay. Now, really quick before I continue on, I mean no disrespect to Rob Zombie, because like I mentioned, I'm a big fan of his. I love his music. But in terms of his screenwriting, he made one... I can't even describe how bad the screenplay is. It is such bad writing. From how the story structure is and how character arcs go, especially a very sudden turn near the end of the film, which made no sense. Something else I do have to mention here as well is Rob Zombie's directing. Now, Rob Zombie makes some very interesting choices here in terms of how he directs the film. The way how his framing shots was DP, the way how he would move the camera, there are some very odd choices that I just could not get behind. Like, for example, in a specific scene, one of the basics of shooting a dialogue scene is never breaking the 180-degree rule. There is one in particular where he breaks it so many times and uses Dutch angles for no specific reason whatsoever. While the colors do pop, at the same time, I don't understand why he just didn't shoot it in black and white, because literally the ending of the film, well, if you've seen the trailer, I'm not gonna say any more than that. It just feels very weird looking in it in color. It feels so odd. And oh my god, is the film boring. This movie is so damn boring. There were times where, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was so bored, I was browsing through my phone instead of watching this movie. And no joke to you guys, I even tried to watch it again in preparation for this video and still was bored. Was I angry watching it? No, I wasn't angry watching it, which is why I don't absolutely hate the film. Don't get me wrong, I think this is a very bad movie, but I was never angry watching it. And Sherry Moon Zombie, no disrespect, I don't like her in this movie at all as Lily Munster. I thought she was completely miscast in this movie. Overall, the best way I can describe this movie is like this. Rob Zombie's The Munsters feels like a cheap TV pilot soap opera parody of The Munsters rather than anything else. There are some redeemable qualities, but unfortunately the bad far outweighs the good here. So all in all, guys, I'm going to give The Munsters a 1 out of 5. More than anything else, right now just talking about this movie makes me want to watch the old show again just to see how great that show was. So comment down below and let me know. Have you guys seen The Munsters? What'd you all think of it? Let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. I'm also on Snapchat. So if you guys want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links in your names are in the description below. I hope you all enjoyed my review of The Munsters. If so, please hit that like button, also subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell for my latest review goes up. If you guys want to see any of my previous 2 reviews, please click on it right there or right there. And of course, until my next review or video goes live, I'll see you all next time.